All right, Steve, here we go. I'm going to try and show you how to create a new page and put a couple things in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm here on our back end, and I'm going to go to page. I'm going to add new. And I'm just going to call this one our best test page. Okay, so I've called it that. Now, if you notice, there's this advanced layout editor. Oh, I want to show you a couple things about the defaults first. Over on the layout, the way it's set up right now is every time you create a page, you're going to have a sidebar. It's like a side menu. So I'm going to do this one as a no sidebar. I'm also going to set it up so it only displays the title at the very top. I think that's it. And yep, I think that's it. Okay. So just so it's saved, I'm going to hit publish. And now it's at least published. It's not anywhere on the site yet, but okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Advanced Layout, and on the top I want to put our layer slider. So this will give it, what this does is it just is one width, a full width. This is a half, a third, a 2/3, 1/3, 1/4. So you can do any kind of configuration on it, but this is also a color selector that you can set a unique background color for a section of it too. So initially I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to go over to Content Elements. It's not in there, but I'm going to go to Media Elements. I was having a little trouble with putting the Advanced Layer slider in there, but I'm going to drag it in there. If you notice, it didn't accept it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Content and go to Text Block, because you can do an awful lot in the text block. Okay, so now there's a spot waiting for you to put text in. Something I haven't shown you yet, but is very helpful to know how to do it, is to get what's called a short code. And some of the different apps allow, or different plugins allow you to do it. So I'm going to go to actually the layer slider page, and the one that you're working on now is what I'm going to put in there. And if you look right here, it says short code. And all I'm going to do is copy that. Okay, that it automatically inserts this short code, or excuse me, this slider with that short code. So I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to go back to my page now, and I'm going to open up that text block, erase this out of there, paste it in. Now that layer slider that you're working on right now will be loaded onto this page, so I'm just going to hit save. So if you look, it's now right there. So the top will be the layer slider. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put some color in here. So I'm going to do a full block, and now I'm going to go to Content Elements. I didn't even think about doing this yet, but we'll go to Media Elements, and wait, where was that color? Nope, nope, nope. It was, where was it here? Oh, I guess it was color section. Okay. So I'm going to go in and put that underneath there. So now I'm going to take this out. All right, so I'm going to go, that's the edit. So color, the main content, no, yes. And I'm just going to make it kind of dark this time. We may decide we don't like this at all. Okay, oops, didn't do anything. Or you can put an image there. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of a color, I'm going to clear that. I have an image on the desktop that it's going to allow me, I got to get rid of this. Okay. I'm going to insert an image. I have on my desktop here, I'm going to upload, I'm going to select it. I have a file that I wanted to use. It's a linen color, or it's an iOS linen dark. I use this for, so all I'm doing is uploading it. Now I'm going to select it and insert it. Now, why it doesn't like to do this, I'm not sure. And I'm going to go the full size. And now I'm going to insert it. Now, the one thing I want to so that's what it looks like. It's kind of, it's a page. But what I want to do is to do the background repeat. That way, if it doesn't fill the full page, it'll repeat itself and fill in the page. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. So now whenever I put content in the middle there, that's what's going to happen, is it will be colored. So now if I go ahead and put some text in there, all right, so when I go click on that, now let's say check out my new galleries. Okay, I like it when it's centered a little bit better. Okay, and I'm going to bold it too. Okay, it may not be big enough. I may need to make an adjustment later, but I'm going to hit save. So now I have my layer slider here. I have my gallery there. And now I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to put in that middle, I'm going to try 4 different galleries. Okay? So once I put one in there, I'm going to put, and the way you have to do this is we're going to put a picture in there and we're going to put text in there. But in order to put text in there or the other stuff, we are, and because of where I'm going to pull the pictures, I'm going to go to text block. Okay, and I'm going to drag that down here, and now it's in there. Okay, now I'm going to copy that 4 times. You could, it doesn't matter, you could copy it 4 times and then put text in there, but I figured that was the easiest way. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to enter one of the galleries in there. So I'm clicking on it, but I first want to add that picture that comes up. Okay, so it's coming up here. Oh, that's what I like to hear, an error. Hold on a second, I'm going to save this before I go any further. So I'm just updating it. All right, so if you want to see what we've done so far, there's that, and then check out my new galleries. That has that background on it. I'm not crazy about it, but it works. Because we've got, if this would be butting up against there, I'd like it a little bit better, but there's that space there. I just don't care for it. We might be able to adjust this space here a little bit later, but okay. So now if you look, it's already allotted that space for where the galleries are going to go. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go edit this page. Takes me back here. Okay. So now I'm going to click on the text block, and then I'm going to add media. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out first. I'm going to add my media. All this is that picture that comes up at the beginning. And I really like this lightning, is it the lightning picture? Yeah, the lightning picture. Okay, so I clicked on it. Now this is about a 3:2 ratio. So all my pictures need to be close to that, or I might need to adjust it. But this comes up as 300. The medium one is 300 by 195. And I'm just going to insert that into the page. Okay. What I also want to do is I now want to connect that to the gallery that I'd already uploaded before. So I'm going to click on it, and this is the link. It's right there. Okay. And since I made this, I think this is what I used for the weather one. I'd already created a page with the weather on it. Okay, so now it is connected to it, and I want to open it as a new window. So when it gets clicked on it, it opens up. And click update. Whoop. And then save. Okay, there's no text on it right now, but when I'll show you what happens. Stay on the page. I guess I didn't update the page. So now it's updated. So we'll view the page now. Since I already saved it, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So if you look, There is that gallery. Didn't put any text under it. When I cursor over it, I get that, and if I click on it, this is the weather gallery that I had produced earlier with all the pictures in it. Okay? So that's how you'd add that to it. You'll notice it opened a brand new page from this one, which is what we set it up to do. Sometimes that's annoying, sometimes it's not. Okay, so now if I want to go back and add another one to it, so I'm going to add some text down here. So if I click on it and I just go to the right, if you look, and I think, ooh, you don't want that space above it. Okay, I just cursored down and hit delete, but so I'm going to put it next to it, and I'm just going to call this weather images, and hit save. Okay, looks so I guess it came out above it on this one. Okay, so now we're going to go do another one. We're going to add our media, and I think I want to do the sunrise or what was it? I think I put this under miscellaneous, and I adjusted this image a little bit. No, it's still 300 by 189, so it's very close to the other one. We insert it. I didn't take a text out before, and that's fine. I think I just called these mixture photos. Okay. I need to connect this to that gallery now, so I highlight the picture. If I double click it, it's going to say, do you want it, or if you just single click it, it comes up. Insert the link. Okay, and this is miscellaneous, this is what I actually called the page. Click on that and then click update, save. Now it's on the page. Sometimes it's misleading how this looks until you actually get up there. So now I'm going to save the page. Now let's go view the page. So yeah, you notice here it put it above it, here it put it below it. We can fix that. But again, when I click on this one, these were all the ones that I added to this gallery. But this one came up as a little slideshow, is how I set it up. So, and by the way, you can advance it using these if you want to look at all of them. And those are great pictures, by the way, Steve. So, okay. So you can keep adding those. Now, if you go back here, and let's say I'm going to go back to edit this page. And let's say instead of putting text in there, well, let's save. Let's say I wanted to put some text below it. So again, I'd go pull my text box. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. We need to go add the right size in here. So this is a 1/4. Drop it down here. By the way, you could just, never mind. Okay. And again, we wanted to make it a text box. So content was text box. I'm going to drag that down here. Put it in there. So maybe I'll just call this weather images. And you call these rainfall, storm, and other weather-related images. So I'm just putting some text in there. And I'm going to bold this. And I'm also going to make that a link so it opens up that page also. So if somebody chooses to do that. And there's the weather again. So now, not only will it, so when I save this, it's going to line up directly below the other one. So if I hit update, now I go look at the page. There we go. So that's describing it. You can put it right below it. Also, if they click on that, the same thing comes up too. So just another way of getting them to the place you want, that they probably want to be. You notice I left a couple more slots to put stuff in, so you don't even have to put any text in this one. You can put it right below. But it does put a little bit of a space in between them. So anyway, thought I'd show you that. Hopefully this helps. And I'm going to do a gallery one in just a second too. Thanks.